The day I die. What's going on, guys? Oh, we need to turn that off, huh? Well, that's awesome. Can we get a little help out here? We need to turn off this volume. That's hilarious. I'm glad we started this episode like this, folks. What's going on, everybody? That little song intro, I do not have rights to that. That is property of the Zane Zor, self-proclaimed, but, I mean, basically official hype man of the Phoenix Suns. We had a tough loss last night, folks. But one hell of a season, so we're just going to show nothing but love today, and, not so much love that we would congratulate the Bucks or anything like that, but, just enough love, like, underneath that level. So, for everybody who's feeling down about it, we all feel the same pain, but we're all in this together, and it was a hell of a season, and it was a lot of fun to watch. So very, very stoked and very proud to be a Phoenician today, and I hope you guys feel the same. But anyways, welcome to the show. This is Streams for Trees, episode number 2. This is the reincarnation, like a phoenix, if you will, flying through the sky from the Corn Stream ashes. And today we got an amazing guest who I will introduce very soon. But as always, we will start things off with a little bit of Joey Guptos action. So thank you guys for joining us. I'm gonna start off with a cover today, because I usually mask one of the lyrics in this song with a little reference to basketball, so, and it's a good one. It just makes me think about summertime and being young and free. So, let's get it. In the prime of my life, let's make some music, make some money, find some models for wives. I moved to parachute some hopes and mess with the stars. Them valley boys driving all them elegant cars. This is our decision, to live fast and die young. We had the vision, now let's have some fun. Oh, babe. Yeah, it's overwhelming. What else can we do? Get jobs and offices and wake up for the morning commute. Ooh, and I can't. Forget about our brothers and our friends. We were fated to pretend. Fated to pretend. I miss the playgrounds and the animals digging up the earth. I miss the comfort of my mother and the weight of the world. I miss my sister, miss my father, miss my dog, miss my home. Yeah, I miss the boredom and the freedom and the time spent alone. There's really nothing we can do. Love must be forgotten. Life can always start up anew. Oh, babe, yeah, who knew? Mothers with their children, get a divorce, start a new season. Everything must run its course, baby. Ooh, yeah. So cut it out, that will be the end. We were fated to pretend, we're fated to pretend, I say yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, y'all. What's going on? For those of you that are joining us, we would love if y'all engage with us a little bit. Enter a little comment on, I don't know, what was your experience watching that game last night? Was it bittersweet to see that we got so far? Or was it just bitter to know that we didn't make it all the way? We want to hear from you guys. We need this connection. Pretty soon we will be dropping some links to our guest, who is an incredible guitar player, incredible singer, songwriter. He actually plays, I'm pretty sure, every instrument known to man. So, you know, just making the rest of us feel like a bunch of amateurs out here. But, you know, nothing's new there. So I was trying to figure out if I wanted to hit a new song tonight, and may as well, right? You know, it's not like this is going on my permanent record or anything, although it is. It always is. They're always watching. They're always keeping record. But this is a song in the works, and it's an older one that I just happened to pull out the other day, and my mindset is very much so shifted since then, but it was kind of interesting seeing where I was at in my headspace back then. By the way, cheers. For those of you that know the format of the stream, about halfway through we're going to be doing a cocktail hour with my lovely co-host Jordan, but we'll get to that when that comes. But this next song, working title, Good Old Misfits. And like I said, very unfinished, but you guys are on the ground floor. I'm not ignoring you guys, I'm just looking at my lyrics over here. Sacrificing any pride for pure apathy. The body's awfully quiet now that I'm all alone. Everybody's moving on, but I'm still at home. Yeah, the same shirt I've been wearing for 3 days. I can't worth the trouble it takes to change. All the players crushing out of this old game. I'm still chasing these aces. It seems that I've been replaced. All those good old misfits are falling in love. Got wedding whistlings and 401. But I'm just out here looking for fun. Got nowhere to be, but I ain't got no one. Just a lonely, lonely anomaly. the same place you have me, convincing myself just along for the ride, when every voice inside of me screams, stop wasting time. The same shirt I've been wearing for 3 days, I still taste the back of my memory. My face and hurting from breaking out, cause I ain't shaved. I'm still chasing ecstasy that I've been replaced. All those good old misfits of funny good love got wedding wishes and forward ones. Yeah, I'm just out here looking for fun. Got nowhere to be, but I ain't got no one. Just a lonely, lonely, lonely. Just a lonely, lonely, lonely. Yeah. Don't answer to nobody, 'cause ain't nobody calling. Don't answer to nobody, 'cause ain't nobody calling. Yeah, I don't answer to nobody, 'cause there ain't nobody calling. I don't answer to nobody, ain't nobody calling. All those good old misfits, funny little love, got wedding wishes and forward ones. I'm just out here looking for fun. Got nowhere to be, but I ain't got no one. Yeah, I ain't got nowhere to be, I ain't got no one. Just out here looking for fun. I'm just a lonely, 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 lonely. Should it resolve? No, we'll leave that one unresolved. It's still in the works. Anyways, that was yeah, kind of a nice little funky number, but it's got some work to go, but it feels good. I feel like one thing I want to start doing with this show more is showcasing some of those songs that are very much still in development, just to kind of, I mean, for my own sense of like letting go of my worries of needing everything to be perfect and completely finished all the time. Like, screw it, man. These are songs that are in the works. Who knows if that one will even get finished at all? But it's just fun to share them with you guys and put myself out there. So, anyways, thank you all for joining us. We're gonna bring in our guest now. I want to give a little background. His name is Shane Travis. He is a incredible, as I already mentioned, songwriter, singer, guitarist. He actually got his start on the drums when he was like 4 years old, and he's just been killing it ever since. And he's got a number of incredible songs out right now you guys can check out on Spotify or wherever you look at music. And he's got a lot more to come, but let's get him out here and play some songs together. Welcome in, Shane!
Thank you, Joey.
Absolutely, bro.
Glad to be
Thanks
here.
for joining, man.
Everyone.
All right. So what's going on, dude? We talked a little bit about your busy week this week. You got some shows coming up. You're also in the process of moving.
Yes.
You're a busy dude.
Yes, I record everything at home, so it's kind of tough not having a home studio right now. Like you said, I'm actually in the process of moving right now. Friday's the move-in date. Got to get the home studio back up and running as quickly as possible so I can get some more songs out there. But
Dude, yeah.
It has been a crazy year. I mean, last year was crazy. That goes without being, without saying. But this year's been good because everything's picking back up. Things are opening up. I've been as busy as a musician as I've ever been in my entire life.
Hell yeah, man.
Which is good. But yeah, you got to weigh your schedule to keep creating. Try to be creative much as possible.
Would you
while
say
still-
you've been able to be more creative now that things are opening up again, or would you say last year was more since we had more free time and
I think last year was a little easier, yeah, because
Yeah.
of free time, lots of things were canceled. You're like, what am I going to do with my time right now?
Yeah.
Might as well write something. So it's good that I'm busy because I'm getting so much experience right now playing with other musicians, meeting other people, meeting people like yourself, meeting people that are up in Prescott, playing new venues and getting in front of new people, but still trying to find that time to be able to create, which I'm still doing. It's just a little hard to find the time as you're trying to stay busy as a musician.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, not only the time, but just like the headspace that's necessary to enter that place of creation.
100%,
You know, because
yeah.
like even if you like sometimes, well, I'm trying to do it more and not just have it be sometimes, but like literally block off a piece of the day where okay, from 10 to 11:30, I'm gonna write. You know, like I'm not gonna let anything get in the way, but like. Even with doing that, if you sit down and your head is all clouded with I gotta do this shit and like whatever, like you can't be an authentic artist and you
Finding
can't
that
create.
zen moment.
Yeah.
I totally get that, and it is tough as a musician too, because sometimes it's like you have to, in a way, make it almost a corporate schedule where it's like today is the day where, like you just said, I'm gonna set a time like this time to get after it, and sometimes it sucks because it's like you're not in that headspace.
Yeah.
But I think finding that once I'm in my new space and finding that time to be able to set a regiment would be helpful. My dad, he's a huge Beatles fan, so he would always harken back to these stories of how they were so busy of doing live stuff, doing promotional stuff, that George Martin, the producer, would like, as soon as I could get my hands on them to get them in the studio, we're working, we're writing, because we got to take this opportunity and seize this moment.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure you're a big Beatles fan as much as I am,
yeah.
but it's amazing the stuff that they were able to pump out within like a 10-year span.
Dude,
So.
yeah. I mean, even less. Like
Yeah.
from them hitting the scene in '63, big, you know, with whatever Love Me Do,
Yeah.
and then I mean they basically disbanded like at the end of '69. Just insane. But yeah, I remember. Either hearing an interview or something, I think it was Paul that was saying like, you know, every now and then we would get a week off and Brian Epstein would come and say, all right, you gotta write the next album, you got a week off.
Yeah.
And it's like, that was just playtime for them, you know,
Right.
but like they would love to do it and they would get down to business.
Right.
They had that discipline because they'd been doing it for so long and, you know.
That drive.
Yeah.
Yep.
But,
Unprecedented.
yeah, 100%, man. Well, can you show us, what are you feeling? Some newer stuff?
I think I'm going to play my latest single that just came out last October. This one was kind of Americana inspired. I joined a country band and I'd never been a country fan before, about a year and a half ago, because I had some friends that they let go of the guitar player, needed someone to fill in. I'm like, sure, I'll take it, because I had never actually listened to country before really that much.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't that big of a fan, but it's not
Same
that I
here.
hated it, it's just that I just didn't really get into it.
Yeah.
But having to learn a lot of country songs kind of changed my style of playing on guitar, changed my aspect of how I approach stories and songs. And I was inspired last year by some more like country artists and more Americana artists to write a song. And that is this song. It's Off My Mind. It came out last October with a music video and everything. If you guys want to check it out, ShaneTravis.com.
Yeah. Could we, I think Ryan, have a link to that in my browser if we could put that in a comment for people to check out later. But
Cool.
Let's hear, bro.
Okay. All right. So, Off My Mind. It's called Off My Mind. After all this time, will you still be the same? You know I heard you're going through another change. Every memory of us still plays out in my mind. 'Cause now and then I think of what I left behind. 'Cause I'm not leaving, I just can't stay. You know you cross my mind almost every day. And all day long I lie around and feel so empty. 'Cause every now and then I need some time to get you off my mind. Remember all the times we drove the 10 out west, and we shuffled playlists till there wasn't any left. Well, I know you're missing me, I wish I wasn't gone. If you really need me, you can always play this song. 'Cause I'm not leaving, I just can't stay. You know you cross my mind almost every day. And all day long I lie around and feel so empty. 'Cause every now and then I need some time to get you off my mind. To get you off my mind. 'Cause I'm not leaving, I just can't stay. You know you cross my mind almost every day. And all day long I lie around and feel so empty. 'Cause every now and then I need some time. I said every now and then I need some time to get you off my mind. You can jam on here if you wanted to right here. Key of D, yeah.
Getting tricky on me with that F, huh?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a change, yeah.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, that outro, it took a little time to like, how do I get out of that song? And that F, changing
cool.
to that F was like, it kind of reminds me of some, oh God, what's the band's name? Clapton with Steve Winwood, Blind Faith, I think?
Oh, yeah.
They kind of like, it reminded me of that too. And
Damn, I haven't listened to Blind Faith in so long, dude.
yeah, it's good stuff. I mean, I was listening to a lot of 70s artists when I was getting inspired to write that song. James Taylor, ironically signed to the Beatles label when he was first starting, which is very interesting.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He signed to Apple?
Apple Records. Yeah, he's one of the first artists.
Dang, dude.
Funny fact too. There's funny. Something by the Beatles. Love that song. You know, Something in the Way She Moves. James Taylor wrote a song called Something, and it has the same lyrics. And then I guess George Harrison approached him and said, "Hey, can I steal those lyrics and put it into my own song?"
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I have to find the track name again, but it was the exact same lyrics. I'm like, whoa.
I didn't even know that Taylor was like coming up around that time.
Yeah, like just starting. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's definitely kind of the artists that were inspiring me for that song.
Nice, man. The peppering in those.
7 chords and
Yeah, giving it that little chromatic feel.
yeah, exactly.
And bringing in that F. It reminded me with the F. I'm a huge Neil Young fan.
Oh, cool.
So
Right on.
he's one of my
Right on.
biggest influences on the guitar, and just like as being an artist. Yeah, he would always sneak in.
I think that's why I like the key of D and being able to have these C's where you were just demonstrating all these little pull-offs and stuff.
Yeah.
I love that kind of stuff. Just gives it so much more flavor when you're playing. Love that kind of stuff.
The one thing about the acoustic guitar, and I mean, I love it because like there's so many texture options you have when using open strings, but with those tools, I often kind of get stuck in only like kind of basic chord structures and shapes and things like that. And when I get on my electric and somebody's like, "All right, we're in the key of E flat," I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm used to playing like Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That happens so much in country songs too, where I never noticed how female voices, a lot of the songs that we play with our female lead singers, capo 1 or capo 2, because they want that more excitement or that higher range for females.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, sometimes taking a solo in these keys is difficult.
Yeah,
A flat, E flat, I'm like, I get lost.
Not quite as familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good practice. It gets you out of what I think I liked so much about joining a country band recently is that it's definitely changed a lot of my styling of those pull-offs and the twangy Telecaster riffs and stuff.
Yeah.
Because growing up I was a big Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, John Mayer fan, so a lot of blues guitar all the time.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's good to branch out and find.
Do you always play just finger style?
When I'm on acoustic, I like it a lot because I feel like I can feel the strings a bit more and do a lot of finger plucking. But when I play live on electric, I usually use these Diodario 1 millimeter kind of thicker picks, and then get some of the like hybrid picking in, which is like something I've started picking up more because a lot of country stuff, the kind of like those bends and stuff.
Yeah.
It's good to be able to still use these fingers while you're still plucking.
Yeah.
But
it almost sounded like you were playing some Doobie Brothers for a second.
yeah. Yeah.
What is that? Or even before that, you were doing like some. No Mac wanna keep on.
Oh yes.
Keep on. Yeah. Nice.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Well, dude, let's hear another one.
Cool.
So that was your newest single, and that was
This one.
Out My Mind.
Off My Mind.
Off
yep.
My Mind. Okay,
Mhm.
we
Yep.
just put a link up there.
Yep. And
Check
you
out that
can,
music video.
Find it on Apple Music. Find it on my website. You can stream it for free on my website if you want to. Music videos on YouTube. If you want to go to ShaneTravis.com, check it out. Filmed that actually up in Prescott when I did that music video. I was up there for a gig. Yeah, I was up there for a gig. I had a whole day to kill, so I was like, why don't we shoot a video?
Hell yeah, dude.
So it
Make
worked
the
out.
most of your time.
Yep. So this next one, I'll play. It's called "If You're Not in My Life." Came out last year too. During quarantine that just happened. It came out in May of 2020. So the recording process was right when March hit, and then things were shut down. I'm like, okay, what do we do? I guess either I twiddle my thumbs or like let's write a song. So I came out with this one. It's got this interesting intro where it modulates into the keys. So I'll just play it to.
Dope.
If I had climbed the tallest mountain and touched the sky, I went back in time and faced Cleopatra eye to eye. Well, it wouldn't matter if you're not in my life. And if I had built the strongest fortress made of gold, I'll travel the world and live to be 1,000 years old. It wouldn't matter if you're not in my life. You're the spark that lights my fire, the only one I know that takes me higher. And when I was down, you pulled me through. I could be living in a fantasy, I know it wouldn't be right, 'cause it wouldn't matter if you're not in my life. Not in my life. You're the spark that lights my fire, the only one I know that takes me higher. And when I was down, you pulled me through. I could be living in a fantasy, but I know it wouldn't be right, 'cause it wouldn't matter if you're not in my life. If I had climbed the tallest mountain and touched the sky, or went back in time and faced Cleopatra eye to eye, well, it wouldn't matter if you're not in my life. I wouldn't matter if you're not in my life.
Sheesh. Dude, that one's tasty.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, so.
Yeah. Lots of chords.
And then what's the one after that?
To like a D sharp,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
9 or whatever that is. I don't even know what the formation is. Was really inspired by Steely Dan at that time.
Oh yeah,
And
I feel that.
lots of jazzy chords and you know, those major 7s and 9s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I loved that progression, and then I was trying to figure out, okay, how do I get out of that? And that's where that whole like B section came in, these things. But the recording honestly is very different than when I played acoustic. There's a lot of piano, there's a drum part, guitar solo, all kinds of stuff. But
Dope. I think honestly, dude, because that's mainly keyboard driven, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the first song I ever heard of yours.
Oh yeah, okay.
So, because I think I started, I don't know, I might have seen you play at a place that I've played at before, or what, like, Ethan was asking me how I knew you, and I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure just through Instagram, and I can't remember what the exact, reason was, but I think it was like around that time and when that song was coming out, and that one was just like, oh, dude, this is tasty.
Thank you, man.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you liked it. That was, it took a lot of work, and that was just during a very trying time as a musician where quarantine was happening, or like, you can't play live anywhere.
Yeah.
And sometimes as a musician, it's really good to get that like reciprocation of being in front of a live audience and that energy. So when you're at home all the time and you're playing by yourself, you're like, man.
There's nobody to validate us.
Right, exactly. We need validation, please. So,
our vanity needs some strengthening.
Exactly. So, thank you.
Dope, man. Yeah, I love it. What's I always kind of ask people when you approach a song, do you have a specific do you start with lyrics, you start with chords, a melody, or are you just kind of like when you're inspired, you're inspired?
I'd say for myself, it starts with the chords. And then I try to write lyrics and just have a blank slate of a lyric without any music behind it, just so that way, if song idea musically fits with lyric idea and they mash, then like it becomes a nice pairing. Cool. And usually that happens, and it happens naturally, and you know when it happens naturally, it just feels right. But it sometimes depends too. I mean, sometimes I'll start with a lyric idea. I'm like, I'll have a catchphrase, and I'm like, ooh, how can I write a song around that?
Yeah.
Which is one of the newer ones I'm working on. Still rough around the edges because I need to find. I have a bridge, but I'm not 100% sure if I want that to be the bridge yet.
Okay.
But it was a song title, and I'm like, okay, how do I write around this song title?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing currently. That's my next song coming out. It's called Something About You.
Cool.
Okay, I like that phrase. How do I write around that?
Yeah.
But yeah, it kind of depends sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, writing from a title is one thing that I've been trying to get better at because I have like a lot of fragments of things that I like and, catchy phrases or whatever, but I'm used to kind of just writing from like a stream of consciousness type thing and just like going as long as I can.
Yeah.
And then kind of backtracking and like I'll have like a chord structure and just somehow riffing and coming up with a melody or whatever and seeing where it goes. But it would be nice to be able to be like, oh, I got this one idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to build the whole song off of this. You know, it'd be much more cohesive than just like the ramblings of a madman. Like I sometimes feel like I'm doing.
Totally. I understand that. And actually one of the, I think, coolest tools ever is my voice memos app on my iPhone. Unfortunately, I have hundreds upon hundreds of voice memos. But
you title them or you just leave them?
I title them, and then sometimes I get so caught up in the moment that I just save it, and then I'm like, recording number 349. Which one is that one?
Yeah.
And then like I think to your point, you just played that older one that you probably like had a while ago, are revisiting it now. Yeah. I had a song that I was going through my voice memos recently. I had actually just come back from Arkansas. I played a gig in the beginning of July in Arkansas. Nice. It was a big 4th of July thing. And on the plane ride home, that's one of the opportunities when I always go back to my voice memos on the plane ride, because I have downloaded music, but sometimes I want to see while I'm killing time on the plane what my old ideas were.
Yeah.
And I found a couple. I'm like, wow, I need to revisit that. I forgot about that one. And you get so caught up, you're like, wow, that was a solid idea. Why I need to go back to that one. So
yeah, it was kind of cool pulling that one out. Like just being I knew exactly where I was at the time I wrote it. You know, like my headspace. I was like, oh, okay.
I feel that, yeah.
And it's cool when you can sing those songs knowing that it's not necessarily where you're at anymore, but it's like that was my truth back then.
100%. Yep. I totally get that.
Well, you mind if I hit one real quick, dude?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been wanting to hit this one. My voice has been really taking a beating lately, and honestly, I need just like a month off from singing. But you know, like you said, things have been so busy lately. You gotta take an opportunity. But this one has like a lot of falsetto in it, so we'll see how it holds up. I need to test it out before I go in front of a bigger audience. Which, by the way, speaking of audiences, if anybody's watching who was at the show last week, thank you so much for coming. The Rebel Lounge was an absolute blast with Rachel plays guitar, the Kaleidoscope Kid who we had on last week, great dude. Previous episode, if you guys want to check it out after this one. And then a guy named Harrison Sands from LA. All people you guys should check out. Highly talented. But it was a great time at Rebel Lounge, so if anybody came out, much love. I really appreciate you, and if not, then there's always next time, maybe. Nothing on the books quite yet, but last week was so busy. We had Rebel Lounge and then went down to Bisbee for a night. And now this week I'm like, oh crap, I haven't booked anything else really. So just playing catch up. But anyways, this one is this is another kind of oldie, somewhat in the same headspace. Yeah, and it's in F sharp minor whenever you feel like diddying, bro.
Okay, cool.
Want to hear some ditties?
I want to play some ditties.
Trying not to let you back in with your tattoo. Boyfriend's fixing up to fool me again, just the way you always did back then. But look from the side, push my pulse on the rise, 'cause I need it, can't conceal it. But deep in your eyes I can see my mind's underneath this foul regret. So don't fall for the loneliness inside your heart. Don't call out for someone that you know is gonna tear you apart. Time staying up until the moon dies, strung out underneath the porch light, reliving the same old nights. When I look from the side, it's a clever disguise for your demons. When you free them, deep in your eyes I can see my demise in the secrets you've been keeping. So don't fall for the loneliness inside your heart. Don't call you out for someone that's always gonna tear you apart. Tear you apart. Tear you apart. Ooh. So don't fall for the loneliness inside your don't go. I have someone that you know is gonna tear you apart. It's the lowest it climbs to invite someone to break your heart. Just in time you find a way to make them stop. Make them stop. Keep that rolling. We'll end that one happy. Some light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes. Very nice.
Thanks, man. Nice riffing, bro.
Thank you.
Dude. Yeah, really dig your style. What would you say are your main influences on guitar?
Big Mayer fan because he's very skilled on both electric and acoustic.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot of his songs on acoustic when I was first starting. Mayer fan, but obviously he came from the tree of Jimi Hendrix and Eric Clapton and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of that, and Jimmy Page from Zeppelin is a big influence of mine too because
Yeah.
of his skill with acoustic and electric also. So lots of blues guitar has been played in my house. So that's a big influence of mine.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm pretty much on the same plane. I'm Hendrix, Page, Clapton for sure, a little bit less than Page and Hendrix. And then, like I mentioned, Neil Young. I would say, yeah, those guys are probably my top. What about modern? Well, you said John Mayer. Anything else like outside the blues genre or like?
There's a new guy that's on the scene, newish. He's from Wales. Kind of got popularity as a YouTube guy at first, but his name is Chris Buck. I don't know if you know who he is.
Oh yeah,
my God,
dude.
what a player.
Yeah.
And a lot of his styling, it's modern, it's bluesy, but it's just so soulful. And I'm like, wow, I've found myself sitting down and watching some YouTube videos and slowing it down and learning his technique.
Dude, that's such a nice feature.
Seriously?
Like being
It's
able
like
to slow,
cheating.
yeah, YouTube videos down now. It is kind of like, it's like, because having to like listen to it at full speed definitely develops your ear, but it's so like painstaking to like.
What do you do right there?
Yeah, and then you have to like find a live video to watch their fingers and shit. But yeah, it's so nice being able to slow it down to like 25% or whatever.
My dad gives me crap because back in the day, using, you have your vinyl and you're using a turntable, and he's like, "Oh, I missed that riff. Let me go back and pick up the needle and to go back and find the right spot and careful not to scratch the vinyl."
Yeah.
And I'm
Maybe
like,
that's how scratching started. Like they
yeah.
just started, you know.
I bet. Yeah. It's like, ooh,
So
that
just
sounds
repeat
kind
that
of
hook,
cool.
yeah.
I like that.
Hell yeah. Cool. Hey Jordan, what do you want us to do one more song?
Yeah, one more.
Okay, let's hear one more from you, bro, and then we're gonna switch over to Jordan's cocktail segment. We still don't have a name for it, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, we kind of forgot about it since last time. I was like, I gotta make a mental note. We gotta come up with a name, but we don't want it to be, something lame. So we'll come up with a badass name very soon, I promise. But the cocktail is called a Valley
Sunrise.
Valley Sunrise, yeah. And it's gonna be kind of an ode to the Phoenix Suns, but it'll be nice and tasty. So if you guys want to join us on that, that'll be coming up next. But first, we got one more.
Cool. I'll play one of the first ones I actually ever released as an official song. This is a song called "Leave Me Tomorrow," and I wrote it in 2017. I was actually living here in Tempe at the time, going to college, and I just knew that ever since I was a kid, I knew I wanted to be a musician. Like that, it was, I don't know, like some people know they want to be a chef or they want to be an astronaut or something. I'm just like, I set on being a musician. So this is one of the first moments in my career where I was like, okay, this is serious now. I want to release this seriously. Did a video, but it's called Leave Me Tomorrow. Came out in 2017, so I can't believe it. It's already been 4 years.
Yeah, Leave Me Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, it goes like this. So. I hear you're leaving for Los Angeles. Oh well, baby, that just don't seem right. When I see your picture, I can't seem to handle it. Why don't you stay until the morning light? Because I can't let you go. I can't let you know my sorrow. So I will let you fade away. Love me here today, but leave me tomorrow. Key of F, you want to rip on something real quick? In another version of reality, well, I've been with you for all of my life. All the hopes and dreams I had are now deceiving me. They are wounded, but they won't die. Because I can't let you go. I can't let you know my sorrow. So I will let you fade away. Love me here today, but leave me tomorrow. Cause now that I've made up my mind, love like yours so hard to find. But I need you, and it hurts to admit that I've been wrong before. Will you take me back and see my mistake? Are you too long gone now? Has a change of heart come too late? I can't let you go. I can't let you know my sorrow. So I will let you fade away. Love me here today, but leave me tomorrow. Leave me tomorrow. Love me here today. Leave me tomorrow. Why don't you leave me tomorrow?
I see you. I see you.
Yeah, lots of. I think a lot of my songs with the F major 7.
Yeah, dude. That's probably one of my favorite major 7s.
Oh yeah.
If not my favorite.
When you get to ring out like
It's
that.
right
Oh,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Nice,
There it is.
dude.
Thank
Was
you.
that a? You throw in that G major?
Yeah. And the chorus is where it
Yeah.
changes to that G, which when I was songwriting it with this guy named Ace, we went to that. We're like, ooh, that's different. That's
Yeah.
cool. So.
I like that dominant second move.
And then back up to the.
Yep.
So yeah, it's different, and it took us to a path on that. Like, oh, that's cool. Let's stick with that.
Hell
So-
yeah.
So.
Sick,
Thank you.
man. Sounds beautiful. Well,
Thank you.
let's hand it off to Miss Jordan. We want to give one last shout out. If you guys are just tuning in, we got Shane Travis here. You guys can check out one of his most recent music videos. We just put it in comment up there earlier, and you can follow up with him on Facebook and Instagram. Or what do you typically use? Instagram.
Yeah.
For any upcoming shows, which he has one at Casimir's on July 31st.
Yep, July 31st. I got an awesome trumpet player from Prescott. Her name's Steph
dude.
Griffin.
Shout out to Steph.
Too. Love her. She's going to be playing
Jordan
with me.
and Steph.
We're going to be there July 31st and August 6th for the happy hour slot, 6 to 8. So come on down to Old Town Scottsdale. If you haven't been there, it's a really cool venue. Really awesome for live music. So
Hell yeah. Good old fashions there, too.
Yes.
They got some nice whiskey drinks there. All right, Jordan, what you got for us?
Honestly, we might have to pencil those dates in for date night happy hour. Not only is Casimir's
This way.
a wine bar, but it's like this cool, like kind of speak easy.
Come in the middle and then
Sure.
shaking. Yeah.
Shane, you gonna come
This
on this
is your
side?
segment. You're
I'm
you're
in the
center.
middle.
That's right.
All right, let's see here, guys. Just
All
want
right,
to make
how-
sure. Are we centered all?
How's my posture?
Yeah, that's me all the time. Like it's
We used to do this standing, so it was like a lot easier, you know, like you were like already just like good posture, but I'm like, dang,
Yeah.
you really got kind of
And
focus
last
on
week
that.
I was like slashing back.
Last week, literally, Joey was like lounging down. I was like, can you like scoot up?
Asshole
He's like
thinks
way
he's
farther
too good
back.
to sit up.
But all right, hey guys, how's it going? First off, thanks. This is Joey's jersey. I was like, should I wear the same exact shirt I wore 2 weeks ago? Even though you guys probably wouldn't have noticed, but still, Joey got a new one, so I'm wearing his unofficial Phoenix
Like that bright orange one.
jersey.
Dude, yeah. So I was trying to find a shirt last minute before the Rebel Lounge week, and I couldn't find one. I wanted to stop by a thrift shop, didn't see anything, and so I was picking up those Modelo's that I'm drinking right now. And in the parking lot of this Circle K, there was somebody selling these shirts, and it was literally like a quarter mile from the venue. So I just picked one up. and I was
Thomas
like,
in
nice.
30 seconds.
Screw it, yeah.
I drive by
And
like
it's-
every
and
single
it's
day.
80.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, 22, but
Nice. Yeah, so you said it was a tequila sunrise. I'm going to change it to a valley sunset because, as you know, our Arizona state has beautiful, like some of the hands down best sunsets. There's already a tequila sunrise, so I feel like we should rename it, right?
Totally.
To Valley
Make it
Sunset.
original.
Rally in the valley, baby.
Yes.
But yeah, so again, like last time, we're totally going to take the ingredients and make them our own. Because if you can't find something out there, replace it. Who cares? So we're going to use lemon, elderflower soda again as kind of like our soda water to make it a little bit sparkling. Pineapple juice, orange juice. We have a little bit of grenadine, and if you're feeling frisky, tequila.
are we feeling frisky?
That's up to you guys. I mean, and I'm really excited about our garnish.
All right, there
I'm
we
really
go.
excited about our garnish.
Shane's and I'm in.
Yes.
And then to play off the theme, we're using ball mason jars. You know, go Suns. Okay,
That's what you did
but
there.
first I wanted to ask. I've been wanting to ask this all night. Do you get any, like, celeb musician? Oh, your voice sounds like so and so.
Mhm.
You ever got that?
I made a lot of comparisons
Okay.
to that, and
Who
especially.
would you say like especially you get?
When I was just starting, I was trying to mold my sound so much after my influences, so
Uh-huh.
I got a lot of comparisons to John Mayer, Jason
See it?
Mraz,
See it?
that kind of softer voice. But actually, now the more that I play out, the more I realize I'm finding my voice more and you kind of settle into your voice and know where your range sits and where you're comfortable, and you become stronger. So I'm getting a lot of more comparisons to like Keith Urban.
Now that you're kind of singing more country.
More country stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like the twang is coming out all of a sudden.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like your voice is very soothing, and I feel like if you ever did a Christmas album,
Ooh.
it's gonna be a hit
It's gonna be
because
a hit.
literally your voice is perfect for that.
Thank you.
That's
Some,
like immediately what went to my head. I was like, ooh, this is like some Michael Bublé.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Like yes. But yeah, so just had to tell
Well,
you that.
thank you
So.
very much.
But like Christmas in the desert, you know?
Yes.
Yes.
That dry.
Like, and you can add
Yeah.
that twang. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's snowing somewhere far off in the distance. You can kind of see it back there, but you're like kind of kicking up with Tequila Sunset or Valley Sunset.
Valley
and,
Sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I just began to pour. So honestly, I tried this out before, per usual, instead of mixing by measurement, I'm just gonna honestly eyeball it. If you guys would like to use tequila, that's up to you.
So apparently you didn't like the mango.
No, Joey he's like, oh, I bought mango juice, and it was actually mango smoothie, and so he's like, just try it. And it was like so thick, I was like, I feel like this might curdle. I don't know, it was just weird.
Curdle?
Like, it was really, really thick.
It was mango milk.
I like anything that's like adds a little sparkle or like a little
Ooh, get sparkly.
twang.
Shout out to my girlfriend Vanessa. She absolutely loves this pineapple juice.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
Vanessa should have
Huge,
come. Heck yeah.
Go.
It's actually like legit, just like straight pineapple juice, which is like so refreshing and nice. Okay, so we're slowly making our sunset here. I'm gonna add in some pineapple juice.
The grenadine is gonna send that sun home.
Yep. It's like silence.
Are you guys both from the Valley originally?
Yes, Tempe.
Okay, cool.
So Jordan and I have actually known each other since kindergarten.
Wow.
And yeah, and just like a long series of weaving in and out of each other's paths. And we found her right around quarantine last year, and we decided to hire her, and that's as far as our relationship goes.
Okay. Now I live here. Yeah.
No, everything you guys see here, for anybody that tuned into Quarantine Stream AZ, you know that Jordan is obviously my wonderful girlfriend, but she revamped, revised, and re-released this entire house, and we had carpet that had probably blood stains from the murders of prior house owners, like it looked pretty
Just
pretty
picture
god-awful.
like 10 years of 3 guys living here and through college and then the aftermath of college. Yeah.
Days. Oh man.
Yeah. So just put that in your mind.
Yeah. we burned the carpet, and you could hear things screaming.
All right. Is anybody daring to put a non-mocktail?
Shut up now.
All right. And then for our garnish, you guys, these are like mini little basketballs. They're cuties. They're very cute.
Just like it,
Do I
yeah.
have everybody's permission
Yeah.
to do the honors?
A little swig in there.
Is that
Mine
gonna
I don't
fit?
think is gonna fit, so I'll just go ahead and save
That's
mine.
hilarious. It's just an entire cutie.
I'll just keep mine
This place is all
as a
the truth.
mocktail.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see how this turns out. You tell
guys-
me when.
All right. That's good. Thanks.
It's just a little topper.
Yep.
Ooh, like look how different all of ours are. I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
can
you
really
always kind of give them
see.
some
I do love this
variation.
color.
This
I
is
appreciate
this is like sunsetty.
Because I would be, like if everybody had the same thing, it would just be.
Yeah, so
Oh,
different.
Thank you.
You can use your
It's like a
toothpick as
plunger.
the stirrer
All right.
if you would like.
Plunger, yeah.
Joey, yours is your grenadine all like sank to the bottom. Mine
Yeah.
is more like pinky, but
Very cool.
as you know, no sunset is the same in Arizona.
Oh yeah.
So cheers, guys.
Cheers. Thank you so
Thanks
much
for
for
being
having me.
here.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming on, man.
Very happy to be
Even
here.
with a
Yes.
busy week.
Yes.
Yes. Mine's like over fine.
Ooh, yeah,
And then the
that's
best
pretty
part
good.
is,
Stay at the
well, you
top.
got your guys' tequila. Tequila is probably at the top, but then you can like eat that orange when you're done.
That's the best part about garnish.
Soaks up all the flavor.
It's
Yeah.
not just for
And
looks.
it's a tequila orange.
Yeah.
It's a nice little snack at the end of the process.
Yeah. Cool. It's like a perfect little basketball.
Yeah. So
All right.
we're gonna have to find a new thing to rally behind now that the
Right.
Suns are done.
I know it has been what are we doing tonight? Oh, the Suns are playing.
Right. That was almost a whole month because of how far they went into the playoffs. I'm like,
NBA
hey.
playoffs are so long.
Agreed. Yes.
So long.
Yeah.
What did Ryan say?
When do the Cardinals start?
I think-
August, September.
Preseason August. You're talking to the wrong peeps
Same.
here. But August, maybe September is real season. I think.
Yeah,
We got some downtime then. It
Yeah.
sounds
a little bit.
Yeah. All right.
Well, in the
Well,
meantime, we'll
let's
just
get
have to
back
write more songs, bro.
to that musica.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers.
One more
Thank
time,
you very
guys.
much.
Cheers. Cheers.
Great concoction.
Cheers. Is it good with the tequila?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of levels of flavor in there. It's cool.
Nice. I know I can taste like the lemon and the pineapple, but I haven't really gotten to the orange yet.
Yeah, that's interesting. All right, we'll see you later, Jordan. Let's
All
hear it for
right,
Jordan
thank
one more
you.
time. Yee! Studio
Yeah, should
A.
I say my cheese?
Studio
Back
A.
to you in Studio B.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, so we're Studio B. You're claiming
Mine's
Studio
Studio
A? Yeah. All right. We're cruising. Let's hit a few more songs, dude, and then we always have a segment where my buddy Ethan Ritter, he's a comedian in Denver, Colorado, always sends some very eclectic questions to ask our guests. Ethan has his own podcast. It's called Ritter Me This. Very entertaining. I've made it onto a couple episodes myself, but he always has a different guest from a different background, and he's one of the silliest yet authentic people, like the most authentically silly person I've probably ever known, and it definitely shows in his art. So Ryan, if you wouldn't mind if we could link Ritter Me This, the URL to his Spotify, that would be awesome. What up, Roberto? Dang, I haven't even looked at the chat. I'm not too sure who Roy
Switterbeat.
951. Roy I 951. Could you reveal yourself? Valley Sunset. Rob, I'll make you one next time you're in town. All right, y'all. Let's hear a little older Shane Travis. Maybe not necessarily before you started releasing music, but yeah, I kind of want to take a journey. We've heard both the new ones. We've heard the first one you put out, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you got?
Let's play. This is off an EP that I released in 2018. It's called Without You, and it's got, when you listen to the recording, the studio recording, it's very R&B-esque. But this one, when I play it acoustically, it's still got that singer-songwriter vibe. Again, lots of major 7 chords. I am a big fan of major 7 chords, so it goes like this. It's called Without You. Released it in 18 when I had just graduated from ASU, so it was like just out of college. I wanted to put something out, a big project. And it was my first EP, 4-song EP.
Cool.
All right, here we go. It's called Without You. Key of D sharp, which is an interesting note.
Oh.
Can we slow this down for a minute? Take our time and talk it through. 'Cause I don't mean to say half the things that I say to you. In the end, we'll surely regret this, but it's never wasted time. You got your friends and I'm left wondering where are mine. 'Cause I don't wanna be without you tonight. I would rather sleep with you by my side. Baby, I need you more than I could ever admit. 'Cause I don't wanna be without you tonight. No one else could ever replace you. 'Cause what we had was so warning. And I would hate to think that I'd have to begin again. 'Cause I don't wanna be without you tonight. I would rather sleep with you by my side. Baby, I need you more than I could ever admit. I don't wanna be without you tonight. Without you tonight. I don't wanna be without you tonight. I would rather sleep with you by my side. Baby, I need you more than I could ever admit. 'Cause 'Cause I don't wanna be without you tonight. I would rather sleep with you by my side. Baby, I need you more than I could ever admit. But I don't wanna be without you tonight.
Dude, I like that one a lot, man.
Thank you. That's one of my favorite ones to play. I had a lot of fun producing that one when I had written it. And there's a lot of cool production elements that in there. That whole bridge section has a like a flamenco guitar instrumental solo in there.
Nice. And you played it, the flamenco?
Yeah. My uncle let me borrow his awesome Godin nylon string guitar, beautiful
Sick.
instrument. So I was borrowing it, and sometimes one of those cool things where you're inspired to play differently when you pick up a different instrument.
Yeah.
And that one was in my possession. I'm like, how can I turn this into something cool? So
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, the just the writing on it is great, you know?
Thank you.
That's why I love doing this. It's like we can strip down, strip away the production and just get down to the roots of the songs themselves. So
I think that's so key for songwriting is if you can just take a single instrument in your voice and the song still can speak for itself, then that's a solid song. And you did a good job.
yeah, I dig it. That well, one thing I want to say is I appreciate the fact that when we're coming up to your bridges, I'm like, I gotta wait a sec because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stay in the same key.
Yeah.
You throw it for a loop for a second.
And modulate it
Yeah.
into like something else. I don't even know what it is, but
Which I like to do that same thing with bridges. You know, sometimes I go overboard with it, but just offer a different shade of light. You know,
right.
or take somebody to a totally different world. But you can do a lot with a bridge. But there was one thing towards the beginning. Like maybe after the first chorus or something, there was like one chord that you threw in there that was like.
I think it might be. I think I know which one you're talking about. But I can only. It's funny because muscle memory. I have to play these other chords to remember the formation.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's see. Maybe that one.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that one is, honestly.
Yeah.
I was trying to find something different so that way. It's like B, got that F sharp in there, and then since I bridged this one all the way, it's got that dissonance to it, and then it instantly changes so that way it kind of resolves in a way. Just that one extra little chord. I don't even remember my process of why I threw that in or where I was finding it, but I stumbled upon it because I've never played that chord before ever.
Yeah.
Until this song.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Dig it. Good stuff, man. Well, I'm gonna try hitting a song of one of my bridges.
Cool.
And this was one because Ryan and I were just talking about Lake Street Drive. Do you know that band?
Lake Street Drive. Are they from around here? Or are they from?
No, they're probably, I think, East Coast.
Okay.
But they're coming here in a couple months and playing at Mesa Center for the Arts. But there was a song by them that influenced this song's transition into the bridge.
Cool.
And you might dig it. Actually, I put it up. Keep up. It's called "Where's She At." Hype queen, but not basic. She just accepts things like getting wasted. Long hair, can't tame it. Ain't got no sense, but she got her own fragrance. She don't think she got nothing to hide. Cats are streaking straight through my mind. Yeah, she like just where she at. She don't stop till she cries. She don't act like she bad, 'cause they know that's just a fact. She'll crank that heat up, give me that desert fever, yeah. She'll crank that heat up, give me that desert fever, yeah. Ooh. high-waisted, short of 21, but she make her own way, dropping down low. Where the bass hit, underground party sending cracks through the pavement. She don't think she got nothing to lose, 'cause in a game, it's always her move. Alright, she like just where she at. She don't stop till she crash. She don't act like she bad. Now they know that's just a fact. She'll crank that heat up and give me a desert fever, yeah. She'll crank that heat up and give me that desert fever, yeah. All night long, all night long. Like a moth to a flame, yeah, she the heat that I crave. Just as fast as she came, she got off on her way. And that fever, now it just won't break. Ooh. She at? She don't stop till she crash. She don't act like she bad. They know that's just a fact. She'll crank that heat up again. That desert fever, yeah. She'll crank that heat up. Come on, come break my fever, yeah. All night long, all night long. All night long. Send her home, baby. Hey, woo. Riffing, dude.
Tasty.
Riffage. Hell yeah.
I can see what you're talking about with that bridge. That's cool. Did it go all the way up?
Yeah, so it goes to that.
Ah, yeah, that's cool.
So it turns that E into like almost a dominant third, you know?
All the way up to that F major
Yeah,
7.
so the F becomes like the fourth
That's
of, the,
so cool.
of the C.
Nice.
And then just, you know, typical, I tried so many different iterations of how to get out of that.
Mm-hmm.
I can always modulate into a key, but modulating back into the original
Yeah.
one is always my struggle. And I was just like, all right, screw it. I'll just find the fifth of the B minor, you know?
Gotcha. Okay.
So, and that fever.
Nice. Wow, that's awesome.
Which that one, I actually just got back the master final recording of that one today, and it sounds lovely.
Nice.
It'll be coming out in the next, hopefully like 3 months or so.
Do you record here? Do you record?
Yeah, so I record like a lot of my demos out of the house here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I take them to all the recordings that I've released thus far. I go to a guy named Anthony Brandt at Highland Recording, and
Cool.
they have a whole like probably 4 studio facility with all this vintage gear from like the 70s, but also like some modern stuff. So it's a nice mesh of. I think you would do well there.
Is it in Tempe?
It's in Phoenix, and then also one other guy I was thinking about that I think you should. I'll have to give you his contact. Is Curtis Douglas, and he's who recorded my other band Sunset Voodoo. And he loves John Mayer and Jason Mraz.
Same kind of vibes.
Like Justin Bieber, like some of the more like top 40 pop style stuff. But he's incredible as well.
Very nice. Cool.
But yeah, shout out to Anthony Brandt and Curtis Douglas. But yeah, dude. So let's get into these questions here.
All right, I'm ready.
You ready?
I think I'm ready.
You're
We'll
in
find
the hot
out.
seat, bro. It's not going to be anything, like super revealing, but it will reveal a different side of Shane Travis than you might be used to. So I always have to dig this up again. Here we go. Okay. Okay. He's got a bunch here. Let me see which ones to start off with. Let's see. Okay, since we were talking about this, John Mayer or James Taylor? You have to sleep with one.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna have to go with John Mayer. He's still got a full head of hair.
Yeah.
James is starting to lose a little bit. I want to be able to grab on to something.
Yeah. James Taylor, he probably doesn't. I mean, I don't know if he's still with it or not, but he'd have a lot more experience though than John Mayer. You know, he's been around for a lot more decades.
Yeah,
Lived through the '60s, Summer of Love.
Yes. He probably got a very experimental back then. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, good to know. I love how he put that in that way too. Is John Mayer or James Taylor? ?
My brain
You
already
have to
started.
sleep with. Yeah, you're thinking like, oh well, they both play an excellent guitar,
Right.
but, you know.
My brain was already going like, oh, I love their song.
Yeah. Okay, here's another music-related one. If you had to smash one of Jerry Garcia's guitars in front of a bunch of deadheads, would you do it? See, my voice is just in shambles right now. Would you do it? If not, how much money would it take? Everything has a price, Shane.
That's a good question. If it's a bunch of deadheads where like we're actually at a concert, it would probably take as much as Jerry Garcia's guitars are worth, because those things are very expensive, and I know a massive amount of deadheads would be coming after me if I smashed one of his prized possession guitars. Probably say $1 million to do that in front of a bunch of people that are huge fans.
That's a good answer. As much as one of Jerry Garcia's guitars is worth. Because then you could be like, okay, guys, I'll donate it to all the weed and LSD you guys want. For the show. So everything has a price, even to deadheads. Okay, good answer. I
think I might even be going to see Dead & Company when they're out here in Phoenix.
There you go.
I've seen a couple of their live performances that they upload to YouTube after, and man, John Mayer's playing with them,
dude, unreal.
Makes it sound really good.
I saw that he just announced John Mayer announced his own tour, and he's not coming to Phoenix.
Yeah, I saw that too. I thought that was kind of quirky.
Dude, I mean,
he came every time before.
Yeah,
to Phoenix. So
I commented on it. He hasn't even gotten back to me yet.
God, rude.
So rude, dude. I mean, there's only like 10,000 comments on that one post. Yeah, dude, I would have loved to see John. His new album's great. Jordan and I were listening to it on the way back from Bisbee this past weekend.
Very 80s. Yeah, it's a good road tripping album, honestly. So.
It's really good. I love how he's incorporating his humor into shit now, too. Like, he's got... Why You Not Love Me. Have you listened to it yet?
I have, yeah. And I love that song, too, because it's quirky. Like, he's at the part of his career now, which is awesome as a musician, where you're confident in your songwriting that you can get a little quirky here and there. I like that. I like that a lot.
And just the fact he's marketing it like Life is Hard, Rock Soft, or whatever.
Soft rock.
Soft rock, yeah. I love it, dude. He's super funny on his Instagram. Do you follow him? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The guy's got jokes for days.
Yeah. He's the goofiest dude. All right. So this is coming from Ethan, who's a very vain individual tied up in his silliness.
All right.
Love you, bro, but you're a piece of garbage. Is there more to life than being really, really, really ridiculously good looking?
really ridiculously good looking?
Really?
I don't know, man. I really like doing things that are other than just music all the time. I practice my blue steel look a lot.
Yeah. Your blue. Do you have a blue steel guitar?
like my go-to like really handsome looking guitar.
Yeah.
My very first serious Stratocaster probably. I had this guitar that was actually my dad's. It was a Fender Strat. It was white on white, like Jimi Hendrix's like his Woodstock one.
Yeah.
And he gave it to me because he bought an Eric Clapton signature model one. I'm like, wow, I'll get my own Fender Stratocaster.
Nice.
And I took that, upgraded the pickups, changed the pick guard, made it my own, and that's like my baby because like that is one that my first Fender Strat, and I did a lot of mods on it that were like my own. So
we're gonna have to jam on electric sometime too.
Yes, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I think you have a Fender in there too, right? A Strat.
Yeah. Kind of. I mean, it's a Maxi Strat, which I love.
Nice.
It's,
Same as mine. Yeah.
Yeah. So more on the Eric Clapton, the black on white, and just painted that pick guard. But
nice.
I'll always love the Strat, man. I really want to get a Telly, but every time I go back to the Strat, I'm like, there's just so many options with it.
It feels like home to me.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Okay, here's another one kind of in that same vein. Cool. Has guitar ever helped you in the dating scene, or do you mainly rely on your looks? Have you ever shown a woman, and this is the second part of the question, have you ever shown a woman or man your chesticles before?
This is a loaded question. Two
It
very
is.
loaded questions here.
Oh, and this actually came with a, I should preface this, because he said, I see you showing off your chest on Instagram. Do you have any problem calling your pectorals chesticles? So there's kind of three questions wrapped up. Are you cool with the term chesticles? Have you ever shown man or woman your chesticles before? And has guitar ever helped you in the dating scene? Or do you just mainly rely on things such as your chesticles?
I say I'm totally cool with chesticles.
Okay.
I think Terry Crews calls them chesticles too. He does this thing where you can move them.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Have I shown them? Yes. I think I got some shirtless photos on the IG.
Okay, look out, folks. Let's tag. Let's get his URL for his Instagram in the comments.
There's just one. It's just one. It was quarantine. I was feeling myself, etc., etc. Dating scene with guitar. Yes, I think it has helped. I think my current girlfriend can speak on that. That she's a big fan of my stuff, and that's how we met. Is through social media. We knew each other kind of usually through high school, but she's a big fan of the playing, and I think that kind of got us involved, honestly. So I can't deny the fact that it's good for the dating scene.
That must be nice, man, because Jordan hates my music.
Can't stand it.
Yeah. Is your girlfriend watching right now?
She said she was, so I wonder.
Okay, let's get a shout out.
Yeah.
Let's get a shout out.
Vanessa.
Where you at, Vanessa? All right, we'll end this off with. I think this is going to be the best question because it's going to transition us. We got about 5 or 6 minutes left with y'all. I've seen this man, and this is just coming from Ethan. I've seen this man on Instagram riff on the fretboard. Have him do a couple voicings. Can we just see some riffage?
Yeah.
What's some stuff that you've been?
My guitar pick out. Let's see here. That's like a cool little country guitar one that lots of pull-offs, and let's see. Something like that.
Dude.
That's G. I mean, G is like really popular in country music, so I've been doing a lot of riffing on that. Yeah. I wanted to start learning Travis picking, which is that like kind of like where you're keeping the bass line going and trying to like keep these other fingers going. I'm working on that because first of all, it's Travis speaking, so I have to honor my name and learn that Travis speaking.
Of course.
But it's honestly one of the most difficult things to learn. I've been putting some time towards that. Obviously, blues is like when you're in the key of E. It's like I can go all day in E. I love the key of E.
Dude, me too.
Lots of Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of stuff. What's funny too is that I'm sure you know pentatonically 2 E and G are like the same pentatonic shapes, which is so cool.
Yeah.
And so I've been using those 2 shapes a lot. But that guy Chris Buck from Wales, shout out Chris Buck. I don't know if you're watching. It'd be awesome if
He
you
better
were.
be.
He does this really cool stuff with tapping, but like tasteful tapping, bend offs, amazing bends, and he uses his middle finger a lot. And sometimes if you look away from the screen, I swear he sounds like he's using a slide, but he's not.
Oh yeah.
Something about the way he can. I mean, what's your opinion? Is tone in your fingers or is it in the guitar? Because I feel I've seen Eddie Van Halen pick up any sort of guitar, and you know that when he's playing, it's Eddie Van Halen.
Dude, yeah, I think it's just your flow as a player, you know,
Yeah.
and like your dynamics and how you're striking the strings, but also how you're just ringing things out on the fretboard, and how you're transitioning between. I think in Chris Buck's case, he's just like so fluid. Like he'll go from a slide into a bend out of another. You know, just like he's not looking at it like I'm gonna do a bend here and then I'm gonna slide. It's just like
goes instantly.
Yeah, just
so smooth.
Flows, yeah. So I think it's all about like your flow and like because you can play. I mean, yeah, like you said, Eddie Van Halen can pick up any guitar. Like look at one of I forgot to mention guitar heroes is Jack White, and his guitars were pieces of shit, but like, they were his guitars that he made his sound, and it was just because of his. You know, his playing was obviously like very intense, but that was his style, and he just made it sound so badass.
Right, and it's hard to replicate his sound because it's so unique. So
exactly,
I love it. Very cool.
Sick, man. Sounds great. Well, let's go out on one of your tunes. Are there any that would be good for like some jamming?
Let's see. What would be a good one? I'll play a song called "Side by Side," key of E major.
Cool.
So, this one was a single. I think it came out 2017. I can't recall honestly. 2017, 2018, something like that.
What's up, Ethan?
Thank you for those awesome loaded questions.
Oh.
Cool, and thank you, Roberto, for the compliments. I much appreciate it.
Robert.
Christmas album.
Yeah. Yes. Hey, we got you a pre-order, Robert.
All right, so this one started off with this finger picking riff that I just had this riff. I didn't really have a song off of it yet, but what a lucky feeling to wake up by your side, stay in bed all morning and let the sun take its time. We're hidden under covers, we dream away the day. It's perfect for two lovers, why can't it always be this way? I wish I never had to leave, I need you like the air I breathe. When you're lying next to me, there's nowhere else to be. So can we stay in bed, side by side? I wanna see you in the morning light. Even if it's afternoon, I never wanna leave the room. I wanna stay in bed, side by side. perfume on the pillow, your fingers in my hair. The sunlight hits the window as I am breathing in your air. I can't relive the time we've spent. You'll never know how much it's meant when you're lying next to me. Oh, there's nowhere else to be. So can we stay in bed side by side? I wanna see you in the morning light. Even if it's afternoon, I never wanna leave the room. I wanna stay in bed side by side. Guitar solo time. Can't relive the time we've spent. You'll never know how much it's meant when you're lying next to me. So can we stay in bed side by side? I wanna see you in the morning light. Even if it's afternoon, never wanna leave the room. I wanna stay in bed side by side.
Nice.
Thank you.
man.
Nice job on the solos.
Once again, throwing in those. Is that a C you got towards the end of that chorus?
Let's see. On that bridge or that solo section is like that F sharp 7, and then an A, and then there's like a yeah. This is like a C add 9 or something like that. I think that's the chord name.
You do a D to a C.
Yeah. I've seen Mayer do that chord a lot. So
Yeah,
I
he
was
likes that one.
I was trying to find a chord to go into the choruses, and it sounded really unique to throw those in. So
Mayer, you juicy bastard. Very nice stuff. Well,
thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us,
Thank you
Shane.
for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You guys, I hope you all will check out more of his stuff. He's got a great song selection on Spotify. He's got his Instagram. He can keep you up to date on upcoming shows and new music releases. And we're going to have to do this again with electric sometime,
Yes.
man. I want to hear that strat of yours. So,
Likewise.
dude, cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for having
Thanks for
me.
joining us. Thank you to Jordan for the wonderful Valley Sunset.
Sunset.
God damn it! Listen to me. Shout to Ethan Ritter for those enlightening questions, and of course, as always, to Mr. Ryan King for being our tech and making everything
Thank you,
happen
Ryan.
besides behind the scenes. My name is Joey Gutos. You guys are wonderful. Much love. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And you know what? Go Suns. We got next season,
Go
baby.
Suns.
Let's get it.
Super.